Welcome to Celebrity Cars. Thanks for stopping by, checking out this 1970 Cadillac Eldorado. How we do things first here is a quick walk around, about 10 feet or so. And then we get into details. Now, I'm going to be kind of whipping through this car today because there's not a ton of detail. It's a beautiful paint job. It's very glittery. This car's had quite a few fancy owners. It's extremely smooth to drive. Everything seems to work properly. And the car is in terrific shape. Now, the reason for this video in detail here is so maybe you don't want to get off the couch, maybe you don't want to leave your office, maybe you don't want to leave your home right now, hop on a plane, and you want to really see this in detail. So that's why I'm here. I'll do my best to show you every nook and cranny of this Cadillac. We'll look underneath it briefly, and we're going to go for a drive at some point. Okay. So, I'm going to get a little closer to this paint. It is paint, it is not a wrap. See, an extremely long amount of time went into putting this together. I have not found any flaws in the paint. It looks like this all the way around. Got a couple minor abrasions in the chrome plating on the bumpers. They are really, really subtle. There's a chance that your favorite chrome polish will be able to get them out. When I am cruising across the rear bumper right now, you'll see some fine scratches. There's one, there's some more, there's a little bit. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time here with this camera trying to hone in on any imperfections the car may have, because there's not a whole lot. Like I said, this car is really well put together. It's nice and clean. It runs and drives great. Let's take a look at underneath this rear bumper and the chrome. It is in very, very nice shape. Only a few minor scratches and bruises here and there. Okay. We don't have any hail damage. There are no dings going across the trunk or hood, okay? The rear glass is in beautiful shape, as well as the trim moldings around the rear glass. This is not a convertible, although has a soft, I believe they called them a Simcon roof. And while we're here, let's take a good look at the windshield. There's only a few really, really small nicks in the glass in the windshield. Nothing to be fixed. no marks large enough to draw a lot of attention. I do notice there is a ding in the trim right here. It's in the very center of your screen right now. This is where your windshield wipers come up. There's a ding right there. Pretty sure that could be easily fixed. I have to take it apart. But here's your hood. Looking right down on this massive hood on this Cadillac. Once again, there are no dings or dents in it. There are no scratches in it that I can see. It's very hard to see any scratches in this car if there were any to begin with. But I've wiped this whole car down multiple times. The finish is beautiful. I've got a really good viewfinder here. And I walked my way back over to the other side of the windshield. I wanted you to see it. There seems to maybe be a small mark right here. Yep, that's a small mark in the windshield right there, but it's super, super small, just so you know, very hard to see. While we're here, let's take a look at the dash cover through the windshield. It's all in one piece, there aren't any cracks. It's in great shape. Let's work our way back down to the front bumper. And then we'll go down the sides of the car. I personally wiped all this down before videoing, and there's barely a scratch in this chrome. The headlight bezels, the turn signal glass, all in really, really nice shape. Front grille. Get a good look at this chrome on the bumper. Once again, so minor marks that none of them are even really worth bringing up. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Seems to be said down below. There are no major chunks or scratches taken out of this car. Okay. Let's work our way down the side. This is the driver's side. Let's get the front wheel in here. These wheels and tires are in fabulous shape. The wheels are gorgeous. No curb rash on any. The trim molding around the wheel well is beautiful. The trim all the way down the side on both sides is in fabulous shape. I did wipe them all personally before videoing. And there's no chunks or dents taken out of the trim molding down below. Here's your driver's side door. I'm gonna back up so you can see that there are no dings sticking out at you. It's all one solid color. Back down, this is the driver's side rear wheel well. Trim molding around the wheel once again is beautiful. The wheel's beautiful and tire. This is the back far rear quarter of the driver's side. Okay. Let's check out the passenger side once again. this side, it's the same condition as the driver's side. Beautiful trim panels. Looks to be making a little bit of tar down there. I'll get that removed. Here is the passenger side rear wheel. Once again, the trim molding around it is beautiful. Tire and wheel, perfect. Let's do the lower section. And your front passenger side fender and front passenger side wheel, just like the others. Beautiful shape. All right, let's take a look inside while we're at it. The top, if you haven't seen enough. All right. The interior, it's in terrific shape. It's not all perfect, but darn, it looks awesome. Inside the driver's side door. Once again, I've got nothing to point out. Carpet down there at the bottom of the door. Let's take a look inside the door jamb here real quick. See how nice and clean this build is. Told you it was clean. Okay. And let's look down here along the sill. This is in good condition down here. Couple little marks, nothing to be afraid of. Okay, the interior. Now these seats are in great condition. They do have a couple marks on them, but not the normal that you normally find, like the big wear and tear of getting in and out. It's just a couple marks on the seats themselves. They are white after all. But there are no heavy rips or tears. Seat belts are all here. As far as the marks on the seats are concerned, you have a couple of little black marks here and there from people getting in and out of the car. There's a couple of those little dark marks that you see in the center of the screen. They are little itty bitty marks in the interior surface. They're not terrible. Once again, it's old, it's white. And overall, this is a very, very nice interior, just with a few small blemishes. Rear seats look terrific. Look at the floor down here. We have some plastic down there to protect the floor. The carpet's in great shape. Let's look at some buttons on the dash and the condition of the dashboard. turn the steering. A little more dashboard. Sorry about that. Pedals down there in good shape. This dashboard's beautiful. No marks down here. Inside of the passenger side door while we're here, just as good a shape as the driver's side. Once again, the carpet's in great shape. Seat's in great shape. Inside the doors over here are just as good a shape as the other side of the car. Okay. We'll be right back with the trunk and the engine. Start this up. Okay, we're back with the Cadillac Eldorado, the big 500 cubic inch, 400 horsepower V8, 500 foot-pounds of torque. It's beautiful under here, just like it is on the rest of the car. Turn the lights on here. Give it a little gas here for a second. Very strong running Cadillac. Okay, we'll be right back with a ride. Okay, we got ourselves in this 1970 Cadillac Eldorado. Gonna put it in drive, gonna hit the gas pedal. So far, you at home listening, you haven't heard anything because this is so silent. It is a very quiet cruiser. My foot's on the brake. There's no wobble in the brake pedal. You couldn't get a whole lot smoother than this, except for a brand new car. My foot's on the gas pedal. Shifted into second gear, nice and smooth. I've got two hands on the steering wheel. There's no vibration. Just shifted into drive, cruising along. I'm about to put my foot on the brake pedal. Couldn't get any smoother. My foot's back on the gas. Put my turn signal on. Make a right-hand turn. It was a very, very quiet clicking of the turn signal. My foot's back on the brake again. Okay, we were just doing about a 25, 35 mile an hour cruise. I got my right turn signal on again, works just fine. My foot's on the gas pedal. Second gear. Just about as smooth as can be. Both hands off the steering wheel. It doesn't pull right or left. My right turn signal on one more time. You've seen the headlights work already. I'm using the turn signals again. I will say, I believe, actually now that I'm looking at it while we're cruising around, the left turn signal does work. The right turn signal does not work. Although I hear it clicking, I do not see it flashing on the dashboard. That's something we'll take a look at. The air conditioner currently does not work. And let's see if we got a radio. From what I understand, there's a... The radio does not seem to work either. My foot's back on the brake pedal. Seems that the clock is not functioning as well. But very smooth driver, old car. Some things are going to work, some things aren't. The windshield wiper. The windshield wipers do not seem to work either. Just so you know, once again, thanks for stopping by Celebrity Cars. This beautiful Eldorado, it's awesome. Couple little quirks, but other than that, it's a very, very nice car. Give us a call whenever you'd like. 702-818-1031. Thanks very much.